Welcome back to my channel. This is Doreen, where I go over auction wins that I get on district.net. This one is from January 16th. Everything is here. The only thing that I have an issue with that we'll talk to the seller about is a $25 shipping on top of all of the other shipping. So each item had 66 cents. The original one had $4.88 initial charge, and then I won the last item, the last set for $4, but there was a $25 shipping fee. So we'll deal with that. So there's this glass beaded check glass necklace. This one is a Laguna crystal necklace. Marked Laguna there on the clasp. Really pretty. This one here is marked. It's really long. This one's really pretty as well. This one is marked, look at that clasp, Germany on it. Right there. Then these earrings, I didn't see a marking on them, but they're really pretty. These earrings here, again, I didn't see a marking on them, but I like the style of them. Then there is this set of necklaces. Look at that, isn't that pretty? With the, probably, that'd actually be glass. No maker that I could see on it. Also not silver or anything like that, but this one here with the tassel and the white. No maker on this one either, but that's really pretty. And I know I'm going through these quickly. I am trying to get these videos out so I can get on track and then start selling some of this. So there's that one there. And then this is really pretty. Look at that. And then there's this bracelet. This one here. Not marked. I don't know if that's just a bend. Hold on, let me go under magnification. I didn't think I had seen anything, but let's take a quick look. No, that's just imperfection in the material. Alright, so then there was this. Oh, and it's, of course it's gotten tangled again. Alright, let's start with this one that is not tangled. So there's that. So this was a bulk neck deal that he did. This particular one, 146. Yeah, this one I only paid like $3 for, plus the 66-cent shipping. But that's pretty. Sometimes you get these amazing deals. So I have a really hard time complaining, but I really need to talk about some of these things, which I'm working on with the seller. That's why I'm doing all of these videos, so I can finalize the document that I'm sending to him. And if he wants to go back and watch the videos, he certainly can. That I've made. You will see he's made comments on here. There's this one here. He's a super nice guy. Super nice guy. So I don't anticipate not getting resolution. But you never know. We shall see. There's that there. That's really cool with the multicolor metals. And this one is like a string metal, and this one is Nuatag BCBG Max Azaria. It's a little rough. I don't know that I could sell it new. maybe if I pull the cords out a little bit. And then there's this beautiful bolo tie. And this one is actually, I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if I can get you in there. This one is actually, yeah, this one's not marked. I kind of thought this one was, but I don't see anything on there. It must be another piece that I'm thinking of. But I don't see any markings on there, but it is really, really pretty. So there's that lot there. And then I won this 4-neck one. A 4-necklace one, that, and then this. And that's a Charming Charlie. That's just kind of neat. Let's see. Alright, you guys, if you get such good deals, would you complain about a $25 shipping charge or not? And then there's this necklace, which is not marked. Not marked. So there's that lot. Oh, hold on, let me do that again. Sorry. So this one is Charming Charlie. I didn't realize I was still zoomed in for the bolo tie. Then this gold tone one. And this really pretty necklace. And this feels like glass. Just had that situated. Alright, so there's the clasp. Actually, looks like there's a couple of clasps. Anyway, there's that one. I'll keep monkeying with it. And there's this really pretty red one. So there's that. And then this is just, look at that. This is so pretty. Look at that. They're really pretty clasps. That needs a good cleaning, but still really pretty. And then there's this one, which is a whole bunch of necklaces, which I probably just, oh, and a barrette. Look at that barrette. That one, young maybe on that? I don't know. I've got this fabric necklace there. Oh yeah, this is really cool. Look at that with a little basket and Toto. And then, alright, I'm assuming it's Toto. Kind of has that little look. So there's that. Oh, I really hate it when I mess up and dump it funny. And it gets all retangled. I need to take out the lighter weight. Oh, actually, that's all part of this necklace. No, it's not. Alright, anyway, this is all. Hold that thought. Alright, so there's this one. I'm going to do this one. These multiple. Alright, I'm going to pause again. Hang on. If I pause too long, I'm afraid the video will shut off. And you know my editing skills are non-existent. So there's that one. Hold on. Alright, then there's this one. Oh, this one's kind of neat. I didn't realize it had like the remembrance. Oh, come on, you. Alright, never mind. This one's got a safety pin in it. I'm not sure why. But there's that. It's got a little chippy out of it, but not the end of the world. Alright, hang on. Alright, so here's one. Look at that little butterfly. That is just so adorable on this little chain here. That is really pretty. Hang on. Alright, so then there's this one here. Just on this little chain here. I want to try to keep the chain ones separate so I can put them in baggies on their own so they don't get retangled up in all this big stuff, but I was rushing. So then there's that, and it's got an awareness. It looks like ribbon. Anybody know what that one's for? Guessing the blue denotes something. Hold on. Alright, so this was on here. This chain is marked 925 Italy. I don't know. I will have to test that later. Put that there. And then there's this one, and I figure with the safety pins. Flower necklace, $5, number 1997. Somebody had this for sale. Look at that with the multicolor or two-tone flowers on that. That is really pretty. Alright, so there's that buy, which is $7.99 for 10 necklaces. Again, really good deals. Oh, this is going to be another one that's going to make a mess. So this was a tray buy. So there's a bracelet there. This I got for $4.99. This is the one that I ended up with a $25 shipping charge on, which seems a bit excessive. But again, I'll talk to the seller. That one's pretty. And if I'm repeating videos, I apologize. I'm trying to just go through and make sure everything is documented. I may have done ones where I opened them. And at this point, I think I'm just confusing and frustrating myself. We've gotten some not so favorable news about my dad, and are working through whatever's going to be the next steps with that. He had some really bad liver enzymes come back, and he is a cancer survivor, so they're doing an MRI. This says J. Crew. So I'm very stressed out about that right now. Since we don't know 100% what's going on, I'm trying, I'm a worst case scenario person. I do try to plan. Oh yeah, this is the one that I cut. So I know there was a video where I accidentally cut those tassels a little bit in the video. There's this chain here. So, like I said, I'm trying to get this stuff done. We get through one hurdle, we get the wound healed, and then if you haven't watched the other, my other videos, it's kind of, I've been here in Maine helping my parents, taking care of my dad after he had a hospital stay, and then was really, really sick and lost. He forgot who we all were, and so we've got a diagnosis of dementia. They said it was something else before, but we did go to a neurologist and get a full diagnosis. That's really pretty. Of mild dementia, but now he's got his cancer doctor's concerned. He had some liver enzymes come back. So our next step is to do an MRI. Sorry, it's probably very confusing, and some of you who are here for the jewelry don't really care about that, but it's on my mind, and trying to explain why I'm rushing through getting this done. That is one piece, and it is a plunder piece. So there's that. So this is from January 16th. Like I said, the only issue I had with it is the $25 charge on this last piece. It shouldn't have been $25 to ship a box of this from Michigan to me, but I'll deal with that. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, sorry if you're not here for the personal side of this, but for me, it's all one part of the same. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.